Good morning. It's Sunday morning today, and I thought I'd do a quick talk about the supplements I take. I am still in my because I'm taking my supplements now. I thought it's a good idea to take them now. We've woken up. Oh, and we gained an hour today because the clocks went back, so it's we're an hour now back. So we've gained an hour. So my dog's barking outside, so hopefully that doesn't distract. So I take some supplements. I'm just gonna do uh, a little bit of brief history as to why I've taken these supplements now. Basically, I used to take a multivitamin and that was okay. And I took a multivitamin during my pregnancy, the pregnancy type ones, and that's really good. But prior to that, I had a vitamin D deficiency, which was obviously told by my doctor when I had blood tests. So from that point forth, I always used to take vitamin D as an extra. But recently as well, I've gone through. I was starting to get premenopausal symptoms. So I'm 47. So it's kind of likely it's that I'm going through that kind of phase now in my life. So I was getting a serious hot flushes like every moment of the day, like from 1 hour to every 2 hours to every 30 minutes. And I would just like feel like I'm combusting from the inside out. It was just awful, just awful. um I think that was one of the major symptoms that I started to have. I had a little bit of like sleepless nights, but I sleep really well, so that wasn't a problem. But I could just tell that something was just not right and just a bit off with me. Certain things were just not me. And so I started to do research. So the first thing I decided I was going to do, I was thinking of going an HRT. So I had made an appointment with the doctor, and I can't, and it was given me 2 weeks in advance. But during that 2 weeks, I decided to kind of like do a little bit of research, like, is there any supplements that I can take? Can I do something that might make me feel, better? And I came across a few products, like supplements and herbal supplements that kind of sounded interesting. So I decided to take the step to try some of them. And I found that the symptoms, I must admit, I don't know whether it's coincidence or whatever, but I'm not getting hot flushes. I'm not getting hot flushes. Someone explained to me why, but this is it combination of what I'm taking and how I'm now living. And I must admit as well, I'm eating a lot of almonds. I just like them. They're quite chewy, and I found also that's just helped me. Whatever I could have been lacking in something, it could have been a coincidence, but I feel so much. There's one thing I do feel is a lot calmer, clearer, and I feel like, when you get upset about something and there's that emotional charge behind it, I feel like I can get upset, but the charge is not as intense, so you feel like you can solve a problem instead of feeling like, oh, like you're paralyzed by it. That's how I feel. That is how I feel. And so I'm just going to show you some of the supplements that I bought. There's one that I actually don't take, and I take them differently as well. So let me just get to it. So I've always taken vitamin C. I used to take that with my glutathione. I take vitamin C anyway. And what I like about vitamin C is a water-soluble vitamin. So if you overtake it, you will pee that out, and you will know if you've overtaken it because you probably get some diarrhea or whatever. The body can get rid of it if it's overdone. It's the fat-soluble ones that I'm a little bit weary about because you can store them up and you can have too much in your body. So I kind of like limit how I take them, and I do it based on how I think I should. I'll explain that a little bit later. My second other one I've got is vitamin E. I don't take this as much. This vitamin E is great for me. I feel like it has helped with my premenopausal symptoms. I can't explain why, but I take this every other day. So I don't take it every day just because I feel like it is also like a fat soluble, and I take that with food. So my water vitamin, like the vitamin C, I can take it on an empty stomach. I don't find it a problem, and it's also quite good absorption for that. Excuse me. But vitamin E I take with food, and I take it also in the morning. I feel like I take my supplements better in the morning because I do drink wine as well, like sometimes in the evenings. So I prefer not to have any supplementation. So I need to make sure all my supplements are absorbed. So the best time for me is the morning. So I take this with food, and I take it every other day. I don't take it every day. I just feel, for me personally, and I think everybody should choose how to take theirs their own way. The other one that I take is vitamin D. I take this one every day. Vitamin D, like I said, I have had prices. I've had problems with low vitamin D. Also, the sun in the UK doesn't shine as much. I'm also sometimes indoors, especially now in the winter. I don't get a lot of direct sunshine, so I don't get vitamin D. And I think the more, when you're, especially when you are more darker skinned, you tend to need more. You need more of your vitamin D because of the absorption. So I take vitamin D. This one is also good, I feel, to take D. And see, but I take this as well with my food rather than without, just because I also feel food helps the sensitivity of something if you're sensitive. So this is my vitamin D. I take every day. It's important for me to take that every day. And then this one, this is my favorite. Magnesium, high absorption magnesium. This is the glycinite magnesium, if you see this. So how I've been taking my supplements. So when I started taking the supplements, so the ones I take, vitamin D and C, I knew I'd been taking, so I've been fine with it. When I started this on its own, just to make sure that I had no like reactions to it, was making my tummy funny or whatever. And I take that first just to make sure. So when I introduce a new supplement, I take it alone for a bit to make sure that it's okay, so that I don't get confused. If I take two new supplements together and I get a funny reaction, I will start feeling I wouldn't know which one is causing me the reaction, or is it the interaction of them. So I started taking a week of this on its own. And this, my dog barking again. She probably seen cats. This, for me, changed my life. I'm not gonna lie. This magnesium. So magnesium, it relaxes. It's good. So I'll read what it says. It supports muscle relaxation and restful sleep. And this one, it says it's high absorption. So the relaxation and optimum nerve function without just stress on your stomach. So I take this with. I can take it in the morning. So it says it helps you sleep. It helps you sleep. If I take this 2 on a night, I'll be out. And I wake up restful. So there's sleep where you wake up tired, and there's sleep when you wake up and you think, oh, I feel so good. That's what this makes me feel like. This helps me feel like that. Another thing that this magnesium has helped me with, I don't know, because of the relaxation. So with my hot flushes, I can get them if I'm stressed, if I'm taking caffeine, or I get it also from red wine, because you can get them from other things. And I found that probably if I'm more relaxed, because of the relaxation, it has kind of like calmed down the hot flushes. Either way, something has happened ever since I started taking. I say this because I took this within like the week, and I felt totally different within myself. I felt calmer. I was happier. I felt just good in myself. I can't explain it. So there's extremely, I feel excited. Then there's just this feeling of calm in your life. Like, okay, you can see a problem and you can know it's irritating you, but the charge behind it is not there. That's the best way I can explain it. And I love these for that. And there's certain ways in which I can take it. So I can take 2 at night. So because it says it take the dosage for this. So it's 100 meg, and it says 200 meg. So it says take 2 tablets twice. So you can take up to 4. I take 2 in a night, and then sometimes I'll take 1. So it also has this effect where I feel like it can take you to sleep, but you can also have the calming effect. So you take 1, so I can take 1 in the afternoon, and it just gives me this calm effect. So everybody's chemistry is different, body chemistry. So I cannot say how you should take it. You have to try for yourself if you want to work it. And everybody's, absorption and metabolism is different. So I'm just telling you my experience. So, but that's how I would take it. And I find that for the day, I'll be just feeling just really good. I wake up feeling just tremendous. I do. These days, I do wake up feeling really good. And I think it is. Another thing that is done, that it helps, I used to get like really horrible leg cramps. Yeah, I used to get really, really terrible leg cramps, like cramping when I sleep, especially after a night shift. So I would work a night shift, come home, and after I've done all my stuff and my son's gone to, because he goes to nursery now, just me sitting down, lying down, my toes, my feet, my, my cramp, muscle cramp, my feet would just hurt. I just have cramping, and it was so uncomfortable. Those have disappeared. I don't get them anymore, which is a relief because it's really painful and really exhausting. I used to get them on my toes, and oh, cramps on your toes are the worst. I don't get them anymore, and I would say it's to this magnesium. So yeah, this for me is my favorite, my best. Just don't overdose on that. You can't overdose on the food type, but you cannot overdose, and it can do an opposite effect. So I just stay within the amounts. You say you shouldn't take more than 300 milligrams, I believe. This says 100 milligrams, but I think it also has quite a lot of fillers in here. So yeah, but it hasn't affected me in any way, and I do limit how I take them. I think you should also just go with your instincts and feel like, okay, this is too much. And if you find that your tummy, one of the ways you'll know you're overtaking this is if you have a runny tummy. It can give a laxative effect, so you feel like yeah, it can just, because you do get, what is it, milk of magnesium. It kind of helps for constipation. If you're overtaking this, you'll know. You'll go to the toilet with the runs. You will know. So, and then you kind of like have to calm that down. And those are the supplements I use. I do have this. I believe it's really good. Even Primrose. I'm not taking that. I've taken it once or twice, but I'm not really keen on it because I feel that I'm already okay with what I'm taking. I don't take it. I don't feel the need. I might take it someday. I don't know, but I feel it's also good that it says that it's good for premenopausal, PM, menstrual symptoms. That's good. But I feel like what I'm taking now helps me already, so I'm not going to continue. I might do it later, but the ones I've got now are really good. And I find that just because I take all these, I don't take a multivitamin. I stopped taking a multivitamin because I don't want them to interact, and I don't want to overdo it, and I don't want to. So I take these ones because I know what I'm taking, and I feel that the stuff, and I get everything else from my food anyway. But I just felt like these have really controlled and helped my symptoms. And I hope, if you want to try them out, and let me know, has they worked for you. The one other thing that I forgot to tell, this is a herbal supplement. It's a herbal supplement, and this for me is really good. It's extra strength ginkgo. This is another thing that, I don't know, it gave me some more clarity, mind clarity, I think. I don't know how to explain it. It says that you can take it without, I take it with food, and I take it in the morning. I find that, especially when if I work a morning rather than a night, I take this. I can work it in the night because it helps me have a burst of energy. I feel like you get, the sun's in my eyes, a burst of energy. So it helps support memory and brain capacity. It also helps support nerve cells. And I just feel that, I don't know whether because it helps that, it makes you feel this huge burst of energy, of well-being. It's not bad to try. I do like this as well. So I take this one a day in the morning. It depends on where I am, what I'm doing for the day. So if I'm going to do a night shift, I might take this on the night instead of taking my magnesium, which is going to make me feel sleepy. So this is also a good one to try. Anyway, guys, I think I have overloaded you with too many things with what I take, but I think these are really great supplements, and I think they're really doing good for me. Might not do good for you. Some you have to try and test and try your own thing and what works for your own body chemistry. But so far for me, it's so good. So I'm really excited about it. And I don't think it's, my skin is also flourishing from all these things, I think. Anyway, bye for now. The sun is getting too high on me. I need to close the curtains. Anyway, bye.